Okay, so we're on part 2. Now, it's very clear that Deborah loves being in love, loves falling in love. She just wants to be in love, and I'll talk about this on Real Housewives of OC with Vicky. She just wants to be loved and thinking with her heart and not with her head. She's a very smart woman, but when it comes to love and picking a good partner, she is not very good at it. So now John is at this beach house. He's moving in a mattress, and then we get to see Tara. Tara is her other daughter who's in college, who's, I believe, is becoming a vet. She's there with her friend. She's like, oh, hey, John. So you must be John. He's like, you must be Tara. And again, the first impressions with both of the children, adult children, is less than stellar. He's actually kind of rude. He's like, we weren't expecting you here, so why don't you go walk your dog? And that's the tone that he was giving. And she's like, what? So first impressions with the one daughter, not good. Second impression, less than good. So Tara's talking to her mom. She's this Thanksgiving, she's asking her, is John living here? And she's like, no, again, being very evasive. Does Deborah owe her children an explanation? No. However, when you are wanting a relationship with somebody and you want your children to like that person, probably being honest, especially with your track record, is probably a good idea, because it seems to me that she's done this before where she has not been very forthcoming, or this time she's thinking she's going to do something different. I haven't really felt that out, but she is not good, and she second guesses her decision making with her partners, and she's doing that with John, and she's not telling her kids everything, because one, yes, she's an adult, it's none of their business, but also she wants so much for them to like him the way she likes him that they are just not checking for John. So Tara decides to stay with her sister. Tara and her sister Veronica, they are going, keeping notes, and Veronica's like, you don't like him either. So she tells her, your job there is to go and find out some information about him, because Tara says, well, I don't think that he's just a visitor. I think he lives there. So she starts snooping in her mom's closet. She finds a box, and in the box she finds John, who looks younger, holding a baby, and she finds John's diploma, and I think the degree said nursing, to be honest. It didn't say doctor. So she gets caught first by Deborah, and then John walks in. So Tara confronts her mom about lying, because she's like, what is his stuff doing here? And so Deborah is really kind of taken aback, and then John really asserts himself, like, what are you doing in my stuff? And she's like, I'm not even talking to you. Why are you even here? Can I have a conversation with my mom? And she's like, I don't understand why you're doing this either. And he's like, you have no right to be going into your mother's things. And he's planting seeds with the mom. And she's like, Tara's like, you gonna let him talk to me like this? And she's like, well, you really should not be here, and I don't need this kind of energy. She's like, so you're just gonna let him talk like this to me, and you're not gonna say anything, right? So she's like, cool. So she leaves, and she has no plans to be spending Thanksgiving there. So this is another sign we get. Now, they have been together 3 dates that we know of, okay? And he's moved in. So the daughter says, you've only known him for a month and a half. Are you serious? Because she's like, be honest, he's living here 6 weeks, really, Mom? So it's been 6 weeks that they've known each other, that they've been on a couple of dates, and he is talking to her like, these are your adult children. You don't need to be mommy in them, and they need to be on their own. Planting seeds. So this what ends up happening. Now there's a sub story in this where he's an anesthesiologist. He's told Deborah that he's done Doctors Without Borders, and in the first scene of him being the anesthesiologist, he's talking to this patient. The patient's nervous. She's getting some procedures done with her ovaries. I don't know if it's ovarian cancer, I can't remember. But in the beginning, he seems very kind and very comforting, that the doctor there that's going to be doing the surgery is going to take good care of you. I'm going to take good care of you. It's really good bedside manner. The second time she comes out of surgery and she's like, I don't feel good, I'm in pain. He's asking her, what is your pain level from 1 to 10? She says a 10. He's like, okay, I will take care of you. I'll give you something that, ease the pain, and then you'll be fine. Now, the ending of the show is this woman writhing in pain. She is screaming for pain. She's asking the nurse for more pain medicine, and she says that, like they always do, I can't give you anything. The doctor just gave you medicine. They have a protocol. We've given you so much medicine. It's too early to give you another dose. And she's like, what did I write here? She's screaming in pain, and she says, it feels like he didn't give me anything. And I mean, she says, I can feel everything. It feels like he hasn't. I mean, she's a good actress, because I'm just thinking, you just got your insides cut. And she's like, it feels like he hasn't given me anything. So she is in a lot of physical pain. So they go meet for Thanksgiving. So that's another story that's going on. Okay, so it's Thanksgiving. We meet Grandma. We meet the son. The son doesn't really have much to say because he's there with his wife and children. Veronica's there. And again, he's not dressed up. He's wearing pajama pants and an Arizona t-shirt. Now, I mean like a University of Arizona t-shirt. Now, everybody's different as far as the attire for the holidays. We dress down where I'm at, but obviously this is a family that is fancy, and he's dressing down. She's not making any big deal about it. Grandma's like, I'm just so happy Deborah's found someone to make her happy. Veronica's like, he's not what we think he is. And she's like, well, he's a doctor, right? So the Thanksgiving goes on, and then she tells John that she has to go to work. She has to go to Vegas for work. She asked him to come, and sorry about that, guys. So, okay, so John and Deborah go to Vegas. What do you think happened? I'll let you sit on it. What do you think happened? Yup. They go and get married. Now, I want to paint this picture. They're out there gambling. They're having a good time. They're soaking up the Vegas energy. And she is, they're both dressed down. They go in this little chapel. It's her and him, probably somebody there to be a witness, and the woman who's marrying them. They take a picture. They're not even holding hands. They're not even hugging. There's no picture of them even kissing each other. I'm sitting, but they're standing, and their hands are like this, like among themselves. They got their hands on by their waist, and they're holding their own hand like this, like this. I'm like, what is that? The body language. Their body language was all off. They're side by side. They're not even angled in together. There's nothing in that photo that says we are two people madly in love with each other. And then on the caption on the bottom, it says 8.5 weeks. So he's found a way to meet her, woo her, sex her down, kind of alienate herself from her children, buy some beachfront property, and marry her in 8.5 weeks. she's gonna have some explaining to do when she gets home. She's gonna have some explaining to do. They didn't even have rings. They didn't even have rings. And I bet you, I would bet good money that even if they did have rings, she would have bought them. So that is the first episode, season 1, episode 1 of Dirty John. Woo! So tell me what you think in the comments. It's a little dastardly. So I hope you enjoyed my review. Take care of yourself and each other. And I will be back for another review of OC, Married to Medicine, and Dirty John. See you this week. See you tomorrow. Bye.